The pros of the Eastview neighborhood in RPV start with safety. Both safety in terms of being one of the safest neighborhoods in all of LA County, but also safety in terms of investment. The Eastview neighborhood has the Palos Verdes Peninsula School District as a part of it, and school districts are the #1 driver of home prices nationwide historically. When you have good school districts, you generally have very stable and very high prices. So, the Palos Verdes School District is here, as well as local economic drivers. You've got the San Pedro Harbor right next door. You've got El Segundo with the most Fortune 500 companies outside of Silicon Valley, just down the street, as well as easy access to Los Angeles and the West Side and everything else you need to get to on a daily basis that employs many of the residents of Eastview in RPV. On that subject, the next pro is the location. The location of Eastview of Palos Verdes is on the east side of the hill. Most of Palos Verdes is set back from the rest of Los Angeles and feels very suburban, but is also very secluded. The Eastview area of RPV is actually really near where the 110 ends. You can jump right on the 110 freeway to get to wherever you need to go in your daily commute or weekly commute to the office in downtown LA or the West Side. Eastview also has fantastic parks that you can go and enjoy with your family and friends, and it is also local and nearby to In-N-Out, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Albertsons. Everything you need is really close and a simple walk or drive away. Additionally, Eastview does have that same suburban feel as the rest of Palos Verdes, and the neighbors love it. The neighbors are so nice in Eastview. Everybody who lives in Eastview loves Eastview. It's a very tight-knit community where the neighbors all help each other out in terms of everything that they need. So it's one of those types of communities that's very friendly and welcoming on top of being in a great location. And lastly, in terms of real estate, what you can get in Eastview is there's a lot of lots with views as well as yards. You can get larger square footage homes, houses in Eastview with larger yards than you can in a lot of the rest of the South Bay. These homes were also built standard floor plans with 4 bedrooms. So for those larger families or for those of you that work from home and need those extra bedrooms, Eastview provides that in many of its homes the way they were built when they were built. So you get the lot size, you get the 4-bedroom houses standard, and you also get that community feel and nice private backyards, because the last thing I want to talk about is the privacy in Eastview. There's not much noise, there's not much hubbub, it is very suburban, and a lot of homes are set against canyons or hillsides. So you walk outside and all you hear is the birds. You don't hear cars or anything like that. So we talked about the pros of Eastview, now let's talk about the cons. Now we talked about earlier about how the commute to downtown LA and other parts of Los Angeles, even Orange County, are close. However, the commute is a little farther to the local cities because Eastview sits on the southwest end of the Palos Verdes Peninsula. So getting to the beaches, getting to Redondo Beach and Hermosa Beach, there's no real free way to get there. There's really no good way to get there. You're taking city streets to get to the beach. So it's a 20-minute drive to Redondo Beach Pier and a 25-minute drive to Hermosa Beach Pier. And if you work in Hawthorne or North Torrance, it's a 20-minute commute daily, which isn't bad for most, but is bad for some, depending on how you like to live your life. Lastly, the types of properties that you can buy are limited in Eastview. It is very suburban, it is very neighborhoody, it does have those wide streets that are beautiful for you, but because of that, most of the houses are those single-family homes that were built with those 4 bedrooms or bigger. Therefore, there aren't that many affordable homes in Eastview. There aren't that many townhomes. There's, count them, 3 townhome complexes in all of Eastview. So there's really not that much to buy if you're not looking for that single family or can't get into the neighborhood or the school district. Thanks again for joining me. This is Garrison Comstock with Garrison Team Real Estate. I appreciate your time. I'll see you next time.